I think a lot of people now are probably nervous about the control or lack of control. So why don't we discuss that?
Yeah. So, Jason, when you and I first talked about Performance Max, this is the thing that I harped on the most before. I'd really put much time into it. I think I had 1 or 2 Performance Max going. Now I have several, quite a bit more. So this is the one thing I want to talk about because we have some experience here. How much control do you have? And the fact is to use Google's phrase back at them. This is not a keyword-based search campaign. This is not a keyword-based anything. This is an audience-based campaign.
This is some weird stuff.
Yeah.
And I'll use that stuff word just because we're on a public podcast here.
Yeah.
It would be funny if I said what I think. I mean, this is weird stuff, dude.
Yeah. There's nothing quite like what this is. They're using audiences, but really there's so many, and I think the best word to describe, there's so many signals involved beyond just the audience.
Yeah.
That it's not truly audience based because it uses a lot of things. And we'll talk, but the main thing that I want to point out, whenever you set up an audience signal, okay? Again, a word that's never been used by Google, audience signal. The word audiences we know very well. We use that in search campaigns, display campaigns, YouTube campaigns, all over the place. But we do not use the word audience signal any other place. And what's interesting about this is they say Performance Max will use it as a starting point to find new conversions across Google. So not only do they say that, it's an audience signal, so they kind of downplay the fact that it's your own special audience and you can define what it is. They say, oh yeah, cool, that's where we're starting, but eventually your audience will be melded into something different.
Yeah.
It won't be recognizable in its original starting point.
And that's why the phrase more conversions needs to be associated with Performance Max. And that's why it can be a great complement to your search campaign, because it allows you to get in front of people that aren't searching for your keywords when you're running and in your location, whatever, because it like you're saying, it's a starting point. And I love that they're doing this, Chris, because I always knew that they had the potential to have the kind of reach that a social media is. Social, I'm forgetting the term. It's so irrelevant these days. Is it social media? Okay.
I remember that. Was that back in the 80s they did that?
I think it's when we were young, but
social
media. When the reach of social media, they knew so much about you. They could kind of put your ads in front of people that would want what you're selling before they even told the internet they wanted it. That was the power of social media when the targeting was better, and that worked for me for some time. That's since changed. I always knew that if Google could figure out how to do that, it would be so awesome to be able to do that all in one place, next to search. And I'm telling you, Chris, with the performance I'm seeing in some Performance Max campaigns, they're doing that. So I love that it's about you feed the machine data, and then they will find the right people and more people based on this.